Everhart.
And I'm Will Adams.
From New York to Sokovia, we have witnessed a series of catastrophic events that have threatened the safety of the entire planet. While these crises were resolved as the result of the noble actions of Steve Rogers, Tony Stark, and others, cities like Johannesburg, Seoul, and Washington, D.C. are still on the mend due in large part to the tactical response of these heroes. President Ellis has yet to weigh in publicly on the matter, but he recently appointed formerly retired General Thaddeus Ross as Secretary of State. And now, joining us from the White House to discuss General Ross's nomination and more is President Ellis. Good evening, Mr. President. Thank you so much for joining us. I know you're a very busy man.
My pleasure to be with you.
Increasing numbers of world leaders are calling for oversight of the Avengers, especially in light of recent events and sensitive data being leaked to the public. Simply put, what is your position on this?
We've experienced a series of grave events that have had severe repercussions. I am completely sensitive to the fear and concern that creates. But at the same time, I recognize what men like Tony Stark, Steve Rogers, and others have done in the face of these attacks.
Mr. President, Will Adams here. I definitely agree with you. Their actions have exemplified valor and self-sacrifice. Isn't it essential that our heroes be able to maintain their independence?
Well, my appreciation for their efforts shouldn't be misconstrued as a blank check. The Avengers need to collaborate with governments around the globe. That's why my administration is exploring ways to create an official relationship with these heroes.
Are you hoping that as Secretary of State, General Ross would be able to facilitate these negotiations?
The general is no stranger to these types of incidents, and he has long-standing relationships with many of these heroes, and was instrumental in spearheading the response to the emergencies at both Culver University and Harlem. He served this country with distinction for several decades, and I believe he can work with our allies abroad and alongside these heroes.
We're certainly all waiting to see what the outcome will be. Thank you very much for joining us, Mr. President.
Thank you. And God bless America.
I wouldn't mind hearing from our heroes directly, as they're the ones who have seen firsthand what government oversight can lead to.
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I totally agree with you.
Yes, let's get Tony Stark in here.
Tony Stark.
It's probably more difficult to get than President Ellis, unfortunately.
I would take Captain America as well. Really interesting stuff here. Thank you, as always, to Will Adams. And again, thank you very much, President Ellis. For news on this topic and others, Google search WHIH online and follow us on Twitter. I'm Christine Everhart. On behalf of Will Adams, thank you for watching.